Last time we looked at how the Torah describes the beginning of time. I want to take a look at how the Torah describes the end of time and how elemental love is to it. You see, at the very end of Moshe's life, he tells the people what is really ultimately the greatest mitzvah, the greatest fulfillment of God's desire for us. And that is when he says that I've placed before you life and death. Uvacharta b'chayim, choose life, lema'an techiyeh, for the sake of your living, so that you shall live. That's a bit of a repetition, almost like a non sequitur. If you tell me to choose life, so, of course, it's in order that I live. And actually, why would I need to be choosing life? That's actually the most natural orientation, most natural instinct that any living creature has. So the verse then goes on and says, not just for the sake of life, but le'ahava, to come to love God, lishmoa bekolo, to hear his voice, uledavka bo, and to commune with him. Very difficult word to translate, to become completely attached, intimately together with him. So if you look carefully at this verse, what actually we're being told is, choose life, but real life. Choose life not to stay alive. We're not talking about the type of life which is your survival. You've got the best instincts for that around. But what we're talking about is choosing what real life is so that you will truly live. And what would be the content of that truly living? Love, listening, and intimacy. Those are actually the three elements which describe what it is to truly be alive. This is something very important, because later, when Moshe describes how the end of time is going to look, so he says that, when all of the things which I describe, of all of the travails and troubles that the Jewish people is going to go through over the many thousands of years that this people will be in exile, finally, we're going to get the point and turn back to God. And when that happens, it says there that he will then bring us back to our land. Umal Hashem elokechat levavcha, and he will cut away something which is blocking your heart, circumcising your heart. Le'ahava et Hashem, that you should come to truly love God. That is the description of the end of time. That is the description of the full and complete realization of what it means to be alive. In both of these, love is at the foremost expression of what it means to be alive. So here, I think we're getting a very profound and explicit statement about the end of time being about love, about life being about love. This is the most intense experience of being alive, is love. These seem to be almost identical one with another. And so what we're going to want to uncover is, what is it that needs to be circumcised and removed from our hearts so that we can truly love? How is it that we can access this even as we live here? I know we haven't yet described what that love is. We've given ourselves a little bit of a taste of it. It has to do with the intensity of being alive, and it has to do with a recognition that there's a value and purpose in my individuality and separateness, and that opens the path for yearning and connection. So these are elements which are already available to us, but we're going to need to get deeper into the very definitions of what love is. In the meantime, I'd like to invite you to the meditation on this brief teaching about how the intensity of life is love. In this meditation, we're going to access the powers of life that rest within our heart, and they will enable us to experience life more intensely through love. Let's take a few moments to allow our bodies to relax as we settle into the space that we are currently blessed with being in. Take a nice deep breath. Allow the air to fill all the cavities of your body, imagining it as if it's spreading out through your legs and arms, up into your head. Now release slowly through pursed lips. Take another nice deep breath, noticing how your stomach expands as the air enters. Hold that breath in place. And now slowly release to the count of 6. And now follow your breath, tracking it towards your heart, counting to 6, the heart itself being the 7th station. And now release to the count of 6, as if your heart itself is exhaling. Do that another 3 times. And releasing, exhaling from your heart. Hashem's presence of life fills the universe. There's a specific presence that you can open up now as a channel flowing down towards you through the crown of your head. Imagine a channel of light, of life, flowing down into your mind, through your throat, and down into your heart, filling it with a warm presence of light. Place your hand upon your heart, feeling the warmth emanating from the palm of your hand towards your heart, and from your heart towards the palm of your hand. Breathe normally, sensing this glow flowing down from above of life, filling, moving, going down towards your heart as the energy from the divine comes into your heart and moves back and forth between the palm of your hand and your heart as that energy of life intensifies. And now reimagine that flow of light and life coming down, and know that it also is a flow of love. Let it flow into your heart and experience the intensification of the life force in your heart as you come to know it as love. Remove your hand from your heart and allow your heart to beam outwards, love towards the entire world surrounding you. Sense how your entire body and being becomes even more intensely alive. Light flowing down, a light of love and life flowing into your heart, filling your entire body with the presence of love and life, emanating outwards towards all that surrounds you. With each breath in, pulling in more love and life. With each breath out, all that emanating outwards to the world around you. Continue to follow that pattern for a few moments while the music intensifies the experience. And now return to the simple presence of your body on the chair. Your hands resting along the side of your body. Your feet on the ground. Knowing love in your heart as this power of life. And whenever it moves through you, choose it. Whenever you seek to access it, choose it. Choosing life and love.